The year 1993 stood as a pivotal point in history. It marked the end of the Cold War era and the dawn of a new world order. It was a year of both promise and uncertainty, of great strides and significant setbacks. From the fall of empires to the birth of new technologies, 1993 was a year that reshaped the global landscape. This essay delves into the key events of 1993, exploring their impact on the world we live in today. The political landscape of 1993 was dominated by events that underscored the fluidity of the post-Cold War world. The dissolution of the Soviet Union had left a power vacuum, and nations were grappling with new alliances and emerging threats. This period was marked by a sense of both optimism and uncertainty, as countries navigated the uncharted waters of a new global order. The signing of the Maastricht Treaty in November 1992, which came into effect in 1993, marked a significant step towards European integration, leading to the formation of the European Union. This treaty was not just a political agreement, it was a bold vision for a united Europe, aiming to bring peace, stability, and prosperity to a continent that had been ravaged by wars and divisions in the past century. This historic agreement aimed to create a single market and a common currency, fostering economic and political cooperation among its member states. The introduction of the euro was a monumental task, requiring immense coordination and trust among the nations. It symbolized a commitment to a shared future, where economic barriers would be lowered and political ties strengthened. Meanwhile, in South Africa, the year witnessed a pivotal moment in the struggle against apartheid. The country was on the brink of monumental change, as decades of racial segregation and oppression were being challenged like never before. The world watched with bated breath as South Africa inched closer to a new era of equality and democracy. After years of international pressure and internal resistance, negotiations between the white minority government and the African National Congress, led by Nelson Mandela, gained momentum. These discussions were fraught with tension and hope, as both sides worked towards a peaceful resolution. The stakes were incredibly high, with the future of an entire nation hanging in the balance. This culminated in the signing of an interim constitution in December 1993, paving the way for the country's first multiracial elections the following year. This momentous event was a beacon of hope, not just for South Africa, but for the world. It demonstrated the power of dialogue and reconciliation, and the possibility of a brighter, more inclusive future for all. 1993 witnessed significant advancements in technology that would go on to shape the digital age. One of the most notable developments was the release of the Mosaic web browser, which made the internet accessible to a wider audience. Developed at the National Center for Supercomputing Applications, Mosaic provided a user-friendly interface with graphics and text, revolutionizing the way people interacted with information online. Another significant technological milestone was the introduction of the Pentium microprocessor by Intel. The Pentium, with its significantly enhanced processing power, became the industry standard for personal computers, fueling the rapid growth of the PC market and paving the way for the development of more sophisticated software and applications. The cultural landscape of 1993 was a melting pot of diverse influences, reflecting the changing times. This year was marked by a vibrant blend of music, film, and fashion, each contributing to the rich tapestry of the era. Grunge music, which had emerged from the underground scene in the late 1980s, reached its peak popularity, with bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden leading the charge. Their raw, unfiltered sound and emotionally charged lyrics struck a chord with millions. These bands dominated the airwaves, with their songs frequently topping the charts and receiving extensive radio play. The grunge movement wasn't just about music, it was a cultural phenomenon that influenced fashion, attitudes, and lifestyles. The raw energy and angst-ridden lyrics of grunge resonated with a generation disillusioned by societal norms and grappling with a sense of uncertainty. The fashion of the time, characterized by flannel shirts, ripped jeans, and combat boots, became synonymous with the grunge identity. In the world of cinema, 1993 saw the release of several critically acclaimed films that captured the zeitgeist of the era. The film industry was thriving, with audiences flocking to theaters to see groundbreaking movies that pushed the boundaries of storytelling. Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List, a harrowing portrayal of the Holocaust, brought the horrors of Nazi Germany to the forefront of public consciousness. The film's stark black-and-white cinematography and powerful performances left an indelible mark on viewers. Earning 7 Academy Awards including Best Picture and Best Director, Schindler's List was not only a critical success, but also a cultural milestone. It underscored the importance of remembering history and the power of cinema to evoke deep emotional responses. Section 5. Nature's Fury. Disasters of 1993. The year 1993 was marked by several natural disasters that brought devastation to different parts of the world. One of the deadliest events was the Latur earthquake, which struck the Indian state of Maharashtra on September 30th. The earthquake, measuring 6.4 on the Richter scale, caused widespread damage, killing nearly 10,000 people and injuring thousands more. In the United States, the Great Flood of 1993 ravaged the Midwest, causing billions of dollars in damage and displacing hundreds of thousands of people. The flood, which began in the spring and lasted for months, was caused by record rainfall and the overflowing of the Mississippi and Missouri rivers and their tributaries. Section 6. Echoes of 1993. A lasting impact. The events of 1993 have had a profound and enduring impact on the world we live in today. From political shifts to technological advancements, the year was a turning point in many ways. The Maastricht Treaty laid the foundation for the European Union, which has evolved into a major economic and political power on the global stage. This treaty not only unified European countries economically, but also politically, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation that has been crucial in navigating global challenges. The end of apartheid in South Africa, symbolized by the release of Nelson Mandela in 1990, and the country's first multiracial elections in 1994, marked a triumph over racial segregation and a beacon of hope for democracy. Mandela's journey from prisoner to president inspired countless individuals and movements around the world, emphasizing the power of resilience and the importance of fighting for justice. The technological innovations of 1993, particularly the advent of the World Wide Web, have revolutionized the way we communicate, access information, and conduct business. The Internet, which started as a modest network, has grown exponentially, connecting billions of people and creating a digital landscape that has transformed every aspect of our lives. The Internet has become an indispensable part of modern life, connecting people across continents and transforming industries from entertainment to education. It has enabled the rise of social media, e-commerce, and online learning, making the world more interconnected and accessible than ever before. The legacy of 1993 continues to shape our present and will undoubtedly influence our future. Section 7. The Human Condition. Triumphs and Tragedies. 1993 was a year that showcased both the resilience and the vulnerability of the human spirit. The world witnessed acts of great courage and compassion as individuals and communities came together to overcome adversity. The signing of the Oslo Accords, a series of agreements between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, offered a glimmer of hope for peace in the Middle East, though lasting peace remained elusive. Tragically, 1993 also saw its share of violence and conflict. The World Trade Center bombing in New York City on February 26, a terrorist attack that killed 6 people and injured over 1,000, served as a stark reminder of the threat posed by extremism. Section 8. A Tapestry of Events, Connecting the Threads. The events of 1993, though seemingly disparate, were interconnected in numerous ways, shaping the trajectory of the 21st century. The end of the Cold War, with its ideological and geopolitical divisions, created a vacuum that was filled by new challenges and opportunities. The rise of globalization, fueled by technological advancements, led to greater interconnectedness, but also exacerbated existing inequalities. The cultural landscape of 1993 reflected a world in transition, grappling with issues of identity, inequality, and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing world. The music, movies, and art of the era mirrored these anxieties and aspirations, giving voice to a generation on the cusp of a new millennium. Section 9, 1993, A Bridge Between Eras. In retrospect, 1993 stands as a bridge between the 20th and 21st centuries, a year that marked the end of an era and the beginning of another. It was a year of both promise and peril, of great strides and significant setbacks. The events of 1993, from the political upheavals to the technological breakthroughs, have shaped the world we live in today, leaving an indelible mark on the course of history. As we move further into the 21st century, the lessons learned from 1993 serve as a reminder of the importance of international cooperation, technological innovation, and the enduring human spirit in navigating the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.